Hello, this is Luke Brennan, and I will be recording my look at the official webpage of The Hobbit. I'll be doing so on behalf of my team members, Sarah Fallon, Claire Bannon, and Rebecca Hatch. As you can see, we are on the homepage of The Hobbit. In terms of navigation, we have the main tabs up here in our header. Each of these tabs will direct us to a new section of the website, with the exception of shop and soundtrack. These are in fact links, and therefore will bring us to different websites. In the bottom left, we have our Share tab. Our Share tab allows us to share the link for this website on social media sites. In the bottom right, we have our Credits tab, which will bring up the credits from the film. And we have a link panel here. This link panel allows us to navigate to games and wallpaper generator. Aesthetically, our background is a crisp, clear, beautiful image from the film. It details characters from the film. However, it does have 4 characters on the right and 2 on the left, which cause an imbalance which is aesthetically not pleasing to the eye. Similarly, in our header, we have to the right of our Hobbit, we have 5 tabs. To the left, we have 4. Again, aesthetically not pleasing to the eye due to the imbalance. This should be changed, I think. In terms of communication, we have the film's title, The Hobbit, The Desolation of Smaug. Um, this is brilliant. It's clear, it's centered, it's bold, it's in your face. It tells us exactly what we're looking at. And in terms of typography, pardon me, it's good, it's clear, reflects the film in the style. Things I would change about this homepage are the link panel. The link panel is not necessary. It takes away from this background image. All the links that it shows are all in the features tab. And in terms of aesthetics, I would change the amount of tabs on this right hand side. I'd combine shop and soundtrack. And the image, I'd move a character to the left hand side. We'll move on to the story tab. In the story tab, there's not much in terms of navigation. We have the ability to scroll through the information, but that is pretty much it. Something that should be noted navigation wise is the fact that now that we're on the story tab, it has changed color. This indicates what tab we're on and is very helpful when navigating the website. Aesthetically, we have a beautiful still from the film. We still have our header and our footer, they remain in the same place. And this writing here on the left hand side is not distracting from this image like the link panel was on the home page, yet it is still standing out and draws our eyes to it. In terms of communication, this is very informative. It tells us that it's the second film in the Hobbit trilogy. It gives us important names such as Peter Jackson and J.R.R. Tolkien. With the amount of information that it has here, it details parts about the storyline. It gives us actors' names. We do not need to visit the IMDb page. Something that does not sit well with me is the fact that we've had to scroll down this far to find out that it is shot in 3D and at 48 frames per second. To me, this is a big selling point for this film, and therefore it should be highlighted. And the first Hobbit film was actually the first film to be shot and displayed at 48 frames per second, so I think it needs to be highlighted that bit more. We'll move on to the cast and crew tab. The cast and crew tab is similar in its navigation to the story tab. However, we now have a large selection of options. There's a detailed menu. We can select between actors and actresses. We can select to go to the crew and select crew members. And we could scroll. In terms of aesthetics, it's these beautiful images, these beautiful background images change as you pick a new actor or actress or crew member to a more relevant photo, which I think is brilliant. It allows the audience to relate actors to characters from the film. Something that aesthetically is not pleasing is this check-in, much like the link panel on the home page. It takes away from the image, and as well, it is not at all necessary. In the share tab in the bottom left, we have check-in. Therefore, that is not necessary. In terms of communication, we have a great layout of info. It gives us short background into our cast and our crew on each of the tabs. And the writing is clear and of perfect size to read. We'll move on to our video tab. As we enter the video tab, we have a loading screen and a large video appears. It plays automatically. This is trailer 1 of The Hobbit, The Desolation of Smaug. In terms of navigation, just below our header, we have tabs here for trailer 2, sneak peek, TV spot 1, TV spot 2, TV spot 3. As we click onto say trailer 2, loading screen comes and automatically it plays trailer 2. This is quick, it's good navigation, it's great, it's clear. In terms of communication, it's pretty straightforward. We're given multiple promotional trailers, and the trailers provide a good sense of what the film is about, and they are beautifully put together. I'm going to now go on to the gallery tab. On the gallery tab, we were given many high-resolution stills from the film, and taking up a full widescreen look, much like they would be on a cinema screen. In terms of navigation, we have the left and right arrows to navigate between stills. However, we can also click and drag if we so please. Aesthetically, the image ratio changes when we restore down the web page, which is not ideal, as from a photography point of view, the rule of thirds is something that deals much with ratio, and therefore changing it is not ideal. If it minimized at the same ratio, it'd be perfect. However, this changing makes it not aesthetically pleasing. In terms of communication, the color of the stills captures and conveys the feel of the film, and they're visually captivating, and the communication of the fantasy theme is definitely there. We can tell what this film is about. We'll move on to the features tab. On the features tab, we have the scroll down navigation, and again, that is all for navigation on this page. Aesthetically, these features take away from this image. I would say this castle city would be the main point of that image, of that background image, and therefore covering it is not pleasing to your eye. I would take these features and I would probably place them in this left, just below the header. Also, as you can see, these are the exact same features that are featured on that link panel on the homepage, as I said before. So it's not necessary for that link panel on the homepage. Something I also noticed when looking into communication is that it gives us the name of the games, etc., but also says that this is better with and better built for Chrome. I'm using Chrome at the minute, and I've used this website on Safari. I've found no noticeable difference. It's the same speed, the same tabs, same content. Nothing seems different. I would like that to be more explained, as it doesn't seem necessary to have it there. And I'll now move on to our final tab, the Downloads tab. On the Downloads tab, we have navigation-wise right and left arrows. We have the wallpapers for PC/laptop. We also have tabs here for tablet, mobile, and Facebook cover. Depending on what platform you're using these wallpapers on, it'll change the size basically. Um, Aesthetically, again, it has great. It looks great. The um, the picture, the image is beautiful. This does not take away from it. It also tells a bit about the storyline. Um, Altogether, it's another great tab. Um, Overall, this Hobbit web page is brilliant. There's great navigation. Um, the only things that I would say about navigation is the link panel on the homepage. As I've said many times already, it is not necessary to have it there, and the check-in on the cast and crew page is not necessary. Um, Aesthetically, it is brilliant, good color palette with greens, reds, blues, browns, which are all reflective of the film itself. Um, some circumstances where there are links on top of images could be changed. Um, Communication, brilliant. There's no need to visit IMDb with the sheer amount of content on this website. And also, all the typography is clear, it's legible, and of perfect size. Overall, I think this is a brilliant website. Um, it captures the essence of the film perfectly. Um, and that is all. Thank you on behalf of my team members, Sarah Fallon, Claire Bannon, and Rebecca Hatch. This has been Luke Brennan looking at the official webpage of The Hobbit.